First of all, if it shows a black, I'm gonna cry. Why does it show the black box? It's showing the stream black box. Like, there's nothing on my screen. Yeah, it's... I don't know why it keeps popping up the black box. This is really getting on my nerves. Delete. Good. Okay. There. Wait, I think I fixed it. Is it working? I think I fixed this black box situation. Hello again. Okay, guys. So on my end, on this side of things, it doesn't show the black box. What do you guys think? Is it still there for you? Okay. Okay. How does the audio sound? I had to move my mic. Okay, so box gone. Okay, it's working. Yes, the box is gone. Okay, yes, finally. Okay, the box is gone. Thank goodness. That I don't know why it keeps popping. I think I took it off for good. Hopefully, if it's not gone for good, then I'll just have to do the same thing. I just did it again. Sounds glitchy. Okay, so how does the mic? I'm not messing with the mic at the moment. It's kind of just sitting there. If you heard like a rustling sound, that was probably because I accidentally hit the table off of it. So how does the mic sound? So. I also want to point out that I'm not going to be streaming for too long. I'm probably going to stream for like 30-40 minutes. Just all I'm going to be doing is kind of building these battle packs right here, or like I mentioned at the beginning. Okay, it's fine. Okay, cool. Like I mentioned at the beginning, before all the craziness happened, basically I'm going to be building. I think the staticky part is just because of the fact that it's the mic. I need to get a better one. This was kind of just as a free gift, and I noticed in the streams when I don't use the mic, I sound kind of far away. Where is the AT hauler? It's behind the camera right there, just standing by Jay's chicken walker, two-legged chicken walker, or four-legged. My bad, four-legged chicken walker. Don't worry, the AT hauler is still fully built. Okay, so on to the actual stream. So basically, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be building the figures from these 6 battle packs. I actually found out, and I'm being completely honest, and I'm not trying to flex on battle pack situation or anything like this, but I'm serious. I thought I only had like 19-20 battle packs of these, of the most recent clone battle pack. I thought I only had 19-20, and so when I was like, okay, I've got nothing to do. Okay, there goes my dogs. Video didn't even show up on my YouTube account. Yeah, I don't know why it did that. It's like I tried getting it to show up on mine, and for some reason it didn't. And I don't know, now it's I gotta go, so sadly. Okay, see the general. Any circumstance. So I was basically counting my battle packs. I grabbed 6, and I was like, okay, how much do I have left? And I counted, and it turns out I have like 26 unopened battle packs, including these guys right here. I was like, that's way more than I thought I had. So, yeah, I'm going to be building these the figures in these battle packs. I'm actually quite excited. I probably should grab the bin I put the possum. I've been meaning to get... I've got, like, most of the colors from Masonry Bricks. I've got them actually all right here. Red I need to get just because, like, I really like the color scheme of the Masonry Bricks in red. That flex is worthy, though. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. Like, so... These and the other out of the 26, I'm gonna give like what it was like. It's over 50 right here, and open stuff like that, which is actually really exciting because I've got like 30 or some clones already built. So this is gonna be a lot of clones that are gonna be used for Kamino. As well as you can kind of see in the background, I did start building Kamino. Like After the first episode, I kind of was like, okay, I gotta actually get working on this. And is it just me, or the video is me, or is the video glitchy? Yeah, it's probably gonna do that just because of the internet connection. I need to work on getting a better connection or better internet company. Any circumstance. 150 masonry for 1-4. That's just my internet. I know it's pretty sad. I need to get better internet, and if I'm correct, I'm gonna be working on that in the next month or so. So hopefully the stream quality will get better. What is that, Brickmaster Medrano? I think that's how you pronounce your name. How you doing? Okay, so after all that's said and done, I'm going to grab the bin real quick so I can actually put the parts in there. I went to Legoland where Noah gets his parts, so yeah. Oh, that explains it. So, okay. Noah's got like a really crazy Legoland too. Like, I was talking to him, and he's actual speeder, which I did end up building one just because of the fact that I was like, okay, I was curious what it would look like. So I have this one, and then the rest all goes to parts. What's up, guys? Okay, so like I mentioned, we're gonna be building this. Again, I can open the box. Again, I was kind of not really busy today, just because. Okay, so for those of you who I don't know, there goes the box. I'm also going to Legoland. Lucky guys. Actually, if I'm correct, I might be going to the Lego store in Chicago in the next week or so for my birthday. At least that was the plan. We were going to go up there and kind of celebrate my birthday, as well as, like, I was wanting to go to either the Legoland or the actual Lego store to pick up a few things. Like, I'm hoping to get a few things for my birthday, as well as maybe buy something special. So, I'm hoping, but if I don't, good luck and have fun at the Legoland. That sounds fun. Also got a lot of these triangle tiles that make. Oh, what? Yeah, those. Okay, so I was gonna. So at Brickworld Chicago this past year, Jay basically Noah was selling parts as usual, and I bought a few parts, and I've been using them for Camino actually. But one of the parts was like the light bluish gray triangle piece that if you put two together it makes it 2x2, and he had a bunch of them, and Jay bought them all. I was like, I think I was like a minute late or something like that, and Jay ended up buying all the ones he had, which was very depressing because I was like, because he bought them, I'm like, bruh, I would have bought like a bit of them. Brown flex tubes too. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, that was also something. Like, nah. If I had something that I could use them for, then maybe. But I just didn't have anything in my mind that I could use them for, so I was like, I'll pass. What is up, Ace Gamer Studios? How you doing, my friend? Yeah. For those of you who haven't checked out the Smolo mock Aiden and I put together this past weekend, I'd highly recommend you checking it out, just because of the fact that Aiden and I actually had a really fun time building that 2 days after getting. Honestly, I think really nice, especially with all the parts that we had to use, because I was trying to make that clear, just because of the fact that I know there could have been things we could have done better in that mock, but I wanted to make sure that it was clear that we did that. What we built was made out of his part collection, and his part collection is nothing as big as like mine or someone higher, or someone who builds large mocks or something like that. So we were kind of just going from his collection, which was basically just destroyed Lego sets. So just saying, Hunter, very nice hat. Oh, thank you. Shout out to anyone who knows what this hat's from. I actually picked this up in Indiana. So this was a really cool find. I also got a really nice shirt that says Camp Nowhere. Again, shout out to the people who know what it's from. No, but I honestly I did end up picking up quite a few things, and it was actually really last year, stuff like that. Really surprising. I'm one follow away from so if someone could follow me on Insta so I can hit 700 followers. Oh, I'm one follow. Oh, dang. Well, I'm already following you, so I can't really help. I can't really be the 700th follow. They also had 1x1 curved tiles. Ooh, those things are. Are there? Are you talking about like the quarter cylinder tiles? Because like if you are, I know those things can go by pretty fast, and I know on Bricklink they aren't the cheapest part to have. Building up that clone army for Camino. Now I do want to point out, I do not have a base plate to put these guys on, which is depressing. I'll be right back. I gotta grab one. Okay, there we go. For those of you who don't know, I bought like a bunch of these off of Amazon like 1 year, and I've got a bunch of these, and I don't use them for actual mock building. And I'm planning on using these for like the minifig wall that I'm wanting to start up at least pretty soon. But for now, I'm just gonna I use them for like placing figures. So we put. It's kind of hard to see on camera that this one. Yeah, if you're talking about those are really nice to have. I used a bunch of them for Hoth for like the gradings. My BD this year, September Friday the 13th. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. Wait, what are you doing? I'm building. So what I'm doing is I'm building up some of these battle packs, the clone battle packs. For those of you who don't know and didn't see the room tour, I kind of showed off my backlog of sets. I basically have a stack of clone battle packs I just haven't gotten around to build, and I actually went through them and counted how many I had, which I ended up having more than I thought I had. I actually had 26 unopened battle packs, and I'm only building these 6. I'm not going to build any more than that. But honestly, I think that's really cool. That's like, I honestly, I could have built this off stream, but I was like, I've got nothing to do, and you know, I'm wanting to get more into streaming, so this was a perfect opportunity to do so. What is up, Rebo Bricks? How you doing, my guy? What about Dark Tan 16 by 16 plates? Did you get any? I had no money left. 16 by 16 Dark Tan plates? No. And I would assume so. Like, you don't realize how much money you end up spending at a Legoland or a Lego store until you actually come home. Then you realize, what have I done? Yes, that piece. Okay, yep. They're really nice pieces. I used them for the like grates on Hoth, if you remember, if any of you remember Hoth, and the like gratings I used like throughout the trench and throughout the base. I used a bunch of those, and I'm happy that I ended up going with that. Those 1x1 curved tiles are probably my favorite piece. Yeah, they really are just a great piece in general. They are great. Is Camino based off of the Battlefront 2 map or from the Clone Wars TV show? Okay, so Aiden and I get on this like a lot about each other. Like he and I will argue about completely. But I still like think we're also using some like techniques that were used in Battlefront 2. So I kind of say it's a mixture between the two. He says that's kind of more so on the Clone Wars side than anything. So it's kind of 50-50 in my opinion. So but yes, it's in the circumstance of building, yes, it's probably just going to be the Yeah, I know Brick Fair Virginia was this weekend, and I knew that Brick World Kansas City was going on. Though I didn't know anyone personally that actually went to that convention. But glad to hear that it was a blast, and I'm curious as to what was on your pad wall. Brown grass, small white leaves, roller coaster track, and polar bears. Ooh. Yeah, I probably would have scooped up some of the brown grass and maybe some of the small white leaves. Roller coaster track, I think they're cool pieces, just nothing that I just have no idea what I would use them for. And that's kind of what I go through in my mind. when building. Like, if I don't know what I'm going to use it for, I'll just, like, not buy it. Some circumstances, like, I've got, like, a tub of these dark tan 1x2s. I've got this one tub of the, like, 1x2s in the olive green, sand green, as well as, like, for masonry brick. I have those, and I haven't done much with them, and I'm wanting to change that, but for, like, large pieces, like you said, the roller coaster pieces, I just have nothing that I would use it for. Are you going to Brick Fair Birmingham next year in January? I have no idea. I have no plans to. I have been thinking, like, I was talking to my friends. For some of you know, I went to Indiana this past weekend, or I guess I went up Wednesday and left yesterday. I have been talking to a bunch of my friends who live there, and there's a Brickworld Fort Wayne, Brickworld Fort Wayne, and they do it in, like, October. I think it's October 12th and 13th, and they were, like, trying to convince me to go to that one and showcase Hoth, because, like I showed in the the room tour, Hoth is still fully built, and you can still see it right there. So they've been convincing me to go to that one and showcase it with a bunch of my friends there. Currently, I don't know if I'm gonna do it or not. I'm kind of looking into it before I say yes, I'm going. I know for a fact I am going to a lot of LEGO conventions next year. I'm making sure that I go next year's. I thought you were building the gunship. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, I'm sorry. I knew I had to fix something. So I'm not building the gunship. I need to fix that title. I was originally supposed to do it a little earlier, but then chaos presumed, and so I was like, okay, I probably I was working, so I forgot to change army hashtag stream. Okay, there we go. I think the title's fixed. If you want to, it should be fixed now. Yeah, I apologize for that. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, I just forgot to change the stream title. It's on me. Also, for those of you that don't know, I'm kind of just throwing my trash on that side. If I finished, I don't know why Brickworld chooses to make Brickworld Kansas City the same weekend as Brick Fair Virginia. I mean, most people who want to display are gonna choose Brick Fair Virginia over Brickworld Kansas City, but I don't know. I guess it depends where you. Yeah, I agree. Like, I know a bunch of people were curious if I was going to Kansas City, and this was like back when I was planning to go to Virginia, and I checked it out, and I'm like, this is the same weekend as Virginia, and honestly, like, if I'm gonna choose between the two, I'm gonna prefer Virginia. Like, if it was last weekend's over this weekend, maybe it makes sense, but I don't know why that's like that. If I finish Dagobah, I plan on joining Empire Lug next year at Brickworld. Okay, that'd be dope. Yeah, that's like in my opinion, that's the best way to get in. One of the best ways to get in Empire Lug is, like, finish your mock and then send it to Empire Lug or show it off in person. Any circumstance, like, if you can show your mock, it can kind of prove, like, hey, you're a good builder, and you're basically can show that, hey, I did a build series on this, or hey, I'm a good builder, I'm a good person, type of thing. And especially for waiting to finish a mock before sending, like, we've had people where they'll just send, like, pictures of an unfinished mock, and it'll be fine and all, like, we understand, it's just we prefer, like, you showing, like, finished products instead of like, unfinished products. I should keep Hoth and display it at more conventions. That's what okay, so a lot of people have been telling me I should keep Hoth fully built and then just take it to more conventions and freaking ton of part that you have all that I used in the actual, like, underground for making the actual level height of Hoth. There's just so many parts, and, like, as cool as, like, I'd love to showcase Hoth at more conventions just because of the fact that I love Hoth. It was my first creation, and I would just love to continue it, but I have no idea. Oh yeah, I forgot they also had 6x6 tiles in dark and light bluish gray. Ooh, that's a nice piece. Would you ever do a Scarif mock? Okay, so this is a huge throwback to when the channel first started. This was back when Rogue One was coming out. I was actually planning on doing a Scarif mock. I was gonna be one of those guys who hopped on the Scarif train, and I actually made plans, and I actually started the series. I'm not even going. I don't know. My mind case has changed. At the time, I was more into buying sets than building mocks. Okay, my mind was set like I'd rather buy sets instead of parts, and my mind's set right now that I'd sometimes prefer buying parts than sets. So at the time, I just wasn't ready, and I would love to go back and do a Scarif mock. Like, there's such really nice ones. Like, there was a really nice one at Chicago. So I'd love to do a Scarif mock. I just don't have any plans currently at the moment. Michelle. Oh, it's Aiden. I just pre-ordered Modern Warfare. That is awesome. I'm going to be pre-ordering that in a week. Well, probably by the end of the week. That's my goal. That, or I might be getting that for they might be pre-ordering it for my birthday. So, I have no idea. And you probably order it. Put an AT hauler in it. If you don't put an AT hauler, man, I don't know. That's funny. Someone was telling me to keep Bespin fully built for the next couple of months and display it at convention. See, like, I can understand that. Like, it's really nice having a mock, because especially like if next year, no matter what, I almost said Kashyyyk. Kamino's getting done. Like, I'm gonna make sure that Kamino gets done in time, and I'm taking it to conventions next year. But in the circumstance, like, if I was going to any conventions this year, I wouldn't be able to showcase Kamino because of the fact that it's not done, or nor it's near complete, and so I would. And if it built, and anything Hoth by the time of any convention that I'm planning on going next year with Kamino, I will take both Lego mocks. I will take both Hoth and Kamino to Brickworld or Virginia. I promise that. That's only if it is still fully built. Just get a PS4. I've been told that too, to get a PS4, because I've got a bunch of friends who like have just a PlayStation and not a Xbox. But I don't know. Do I spend the like what $250, $300 on a PlayStation that I have like 0 games on? BRB looking at scare. Are you serious, Frank? Are you seriously going back and checking out my Scarifids? I'm kind of scared of what you think. Like, this is back in the. I decided to do the Fort Wayne. I'll have to buy my registration, as well as I want to see if I can like convince anyone else to go, because of the fact that it won't be a big deal if it's just me. The pricing's fine or not. Your audio keeps cutting out. I don't know why that's happening. The mic should be working fine. I don't know. Saving up for a convention and buying parts for mocks and be hard. Yeah, it can definitely be hard, especially so. It can get really hard when building mocks and saving up for conventions, just because of the fact that you have to. So far this year, I've gone to Brickworld Chicago, and this is just vacations. I went to Missouri, I went to Brickworld Chicago, I went to Indiana. I'm going to another convention in I'm going to another convention in Fort Wayne, or not Fort Wayne, in Indianapolis. I'm going to a Comic-Con. And then if on top of that, if I go to another convention in Fort Wayne, that's a lot of money. So it just depends if I'm like willing to spend the money. The fact that I've also stuff. I know I'm probably a few games. Yeah. I definitely plan on going to Brickworld Chicago and Brick Fair Virginia in 2020. I went to Brickworld in 2018, but I was not able to make it this year. It was a blast. I went back in 2018. I didn't display anything. I was kind of just Whoops, I almost put the wrong I went there last year, and it was a blast. I got to meet up. It was like the first time I actually met Jay and Matt and Garrett in person, which was a blast. I got to chat with them for a few hours. This year was a lot more fun, yeah, because I was just playing, so I got to hang out with them for like the whole convention, which was really enjoyable. I may go to Virginia next year, probably not. Man, if you can come out, that'd be awesome, man. Restart the stream. He already did. Yeah, I already tried restarting the stream multiple times. It's been a rough day, man. It's been a rough day. What did you do in Missouri? I'm from St. Louis. I went up. This was kind of a family vacation, not like a Lego convention or anything like this. I went up for this family reunion on my mom's side. Me and my family went up there. It was like for my grandparents' 50th anniversary. So it was only for like a weekend. So we went up there, stayed over the weekend, then left Monday, and it was just a fun little family reunion. Got to meet up a bunch of cousins that I haven't seen in like years. Stream died for a sec. Yeah, I noticed that because you can't really see it right now, but I've got a phone right here, kind of reading chat. So I saw it, like the screen went black, and I'm like, oh, uh-oh. But then it popped back up. So hopefully it's fine. I was displaying in the Betalug booth. I caught it on film in the Brickworld Chicago vlog or video that I did that year. Maybe I caught it. I know this was really funny. That year I got Aiden's or Adorier's Scarif mock in the actual video. This was really funny. Like, this was before he quit YouTube. This was before he and I became friends. He basically told me, like, earlier this year, he and I became friends, and we kind of joked about that I actually I saw him in person a year ago, and now we're actually friends. So I might have got I might have got Betalug in the actual video. You telling me it has been a rough day. I've been walking through Munich, Legoland, and I've been in a car for like 4 hours, which is always fun. Hey, that was me yesterday. Like, I was in a car for 8 hours. 8 hours. It was 6 hours. It was a rough. Basically, Eddie and I were watching movies on the way up, or way down, I guess. So I kind of made the time pass by. But yeah, and also the rough day I'm meaning is like the stream's been poopy. It's been buns. I don't know. Yeah, mine was right next to Aiden's Scare. Then yeah, I guarantee I probably got it on camera. Like that year I was learning how to like filming or like kind of filming the area, so like going from one side to the other. So I probably did get you or your mock in one shape or form. So 6 hours. 6 hours. Okay. So I was right. I said 5 or 6. So remember Jace's stare. I don't know how to spell it. Remember Jace his malice stare. I don't know how to spell it. LMAO. If you're talking about this year, I have a feeling you're talking about last year at 2018. It's the green wall. Wait, I think I remember. Never mind. Yeah, there can be some wacky and nice ones that can. I was disappointed because ripped by a bug. I said I was going and then I wasn't going. They kind of ripped on me jokingly, like, "Oh, you should have made it out. This display wasn't as epic as it could have been." So kind of giving me crap. Like, for real. Jace is a true legend. Yeah, he's a legend, man. Like, no, I don't know if anyone can match his. One day I'm gonna have to actually go through these parts and actually sort through this, because like there's some decent parts in here. Like, I like this windshield piece. I want to use it somehow, like eventually. and I've got like a bunch of them, so I have like plenty to use. But I don't know. He is, yeah, he really is a legend. Okay. You need to make an AT hauler out of it. Yeah, if this stream can get if this stream can get 5 likes, I'll build an a minifix AT hauler out of all the parts from the battle packs from the most recent clone battle pack. Out of all the ones I have, out of this bin of parts, I'll build an AT hauler minifig scale out of those parts. Can we get to 5 likes? Do you want to see an AT hauler built out of these bucket parts? Are you sorting parts for your mock? No. Just because I'm not really sorting. I'm kind of just building parts and then, or building figures, and then the parts are going in this bin right here. I'm not even kidding. These are all parts just from the battle pack. As you can see, there's a lot of them. Just because I have built a few of them already, or some of the figures, but I don't really do much with the parts, at least yet. I need to go through it and sort through it, just because of the fact that I don't like having stuff unsorted, especially like to that extent. Stream already has 7 likes. Okay, there you go. Okay, then we're gonna be doing a AC hauler build at some point using just the clone. What have I gotten myself into? Like this now, I need that hauler. Morphin, I'm serious. Like, okay, if someone comes out with a really nice design, or if I have the free time and actually designed an AT hauler minifig scale, then I will build one in your honor. I swear. Forever Lego said. Build a snowspeeder hanger when you're done. See, that's the problem. I already have a snowspeeder hanger. It's in there. Like, under those Star Wars blankets, there's a snowspeeder hanger or Hoth hanger under those. So like, there's no point just because of the fact I already have one built. But if you want to check out a Hoth hanger, then definitely check out Building Hoth the Finale, or Lego a giant. It was. Yep. If you want to check out my stream. And it was my first large first large build that I've ever done. So if you want to check that out, I definitely recommend it. I had a blast filming it, and I had a blast editing it, and I had a blast releasing it. So thank you. It means a lot. I can't wait. Your Wi-Fi is Bantha Poodoo. Yes, it is. It is. Like I said, I'm gonna work on, like, in the next month or so, I'm gonna work on getting new Wi-Fi, just because of the fact that it's just not good. This streaming Wi-Fi. It's not good. Yeah, I swear, like, if there's an actual, like, really nice design for an AT hauler, I'll build one, just because of the Imperial Encounter mock. He and I actually built that while watching it, so I know some people didn't really care for that movie, but I was one who actually thoroughly enjoyed Solo: A Star Wars Story. So I wouldn't actually mind building a Imperial or have the stream as well as hitting that like button. Always shows that you guys are enjoying the stream life. I'm happy. I know the internet can be bad, or like Marfan said, poodoo sometimes. But like, I'm happy that I'm continuing on streaming just because of the fact that I've always wanted to. I've been wanting to do this for quite some time now, and Jay and Matt kind of been inspiring me to do so, and have been saying the overall, I guess, overall appeal to the actual stream life. I didn't like Solo the first time I saw it, but after seeing it the second, third, and fourth time, it's one of my favorite films. Yeah, like, okay, so, like, the first time, this is kind of, I've had this happen with some of my friends. They went and saw it in theaters, didn't like it, and then they rewatched it and realized, hey, this actually ain't that bad. It's actually a good movie. Like, for a while, I think Aiden didn't, well, For a while, if I'm correct, Aiden, my friend Aiden, I went and visited him this past weekend. He didn't. If I'm correct, they went and saw it in theaters and didn't really care for it. But Aiden and I rewatched it yesterday, or not yesterday, the other day when we were building, and he's like, "Oh my goodness, this is actually a really good film." So like, I think you just got like if you saw it the first time and didn't like it, I highly recommend checking it, rewatching it because it's on Netflix. The second or third time you watch it, just because of the fact that you may like see, oh, I didn't notice that the first time watching it, or hey, that's a funny little cameo, or that's a funny joke, or something like that. So always takes a second time to watch it, as well as like if you learn stuff about the movie before, or as well as after, or before rewatching it, you can find out some really nice facts. So. Second to last battle pack for the day. Like I said, I'm not gonna be streaming for too long, just because of the fact that I've got people coming over. We're gonna be celebrating a birthday, in just like an hour or so. So I'm kind of just like wanting to get these things built, and then I have to kind of clean up for their arrival. Me so back. I swear, I almost lost my voice the other day while I was in Indiana, because we were chatting. Aiden and I were joking around and chatting. To the HB to the person. What do you mean HB to the person? What do you mean? Like, I know those are my initials, but oh, happy birthday to the person. I was like, what? Oh, yeah. We're celebrating my uncle's birthday because of the fact that all of us were gone on his birthday. And yeah, happy birthday. So we're gonna be celebrating with him, and then later this week we're gonna be celebrating my birthday, because my birthday is coming up. I'm excited. It's gonna be a fun time. Then I gotta work on my birthday, which is kind of disappointing because it's like on my long shift. Or it's like on. For those of you who don't know, like, my weekends are the long shifts, or I guess the shifts that I work the longest, and I have to work the long shifts on, which kind of builder over here building a clone army. I don't know, maybe I will get some parts for an AT hauler for my birthday. I'll use if I get any birthday money, I'll use it for that. Why you not taking a day off? Because I just took like a 5-day off vacation. Originally I was planning on doing it just because of the fact that it was a Saturday. So my birthday's this Saturday. It's August 10th. August 10th is my birthday, and I was originally planning on doing it, but I ended up forgetting to do so, and then they scheduled my birthday. And I can't really call unless I want to get a point for like not coming in or something like that. Then I really don't want to attempt calling off. So that's not a big deal. Like, we're not going to be. Basically, what we're doing is we're going to celebrate my birthday that morning, and then we're actually going to be full on celebrating my birthday like later that week or so. So that's not that big a deal. Rip. Yep. I am upset because that's going to be a long weekend, because I have a weird shift on Friday. I work like 3:45 to 10:30, which is really rough for me because of the fact that I've never worked that kind of shift. And then on top of that, on the weekend, both Saturday and Sunday, I work 2 to 10. So it's not going to be fun. Just say your snail died or something. Nah, because my boss will give me a hard time for my snail dying. He'll say that's not a good reason. Even if I told him it was my birthday, he'd probably still have me come in. Honestly, it's not, like I said, it's not that big a deal, just because of the fact that I have worked on holidays prior before. Like, I think I worked on Easter, I worked on Halloween last year, I worked on Thanksgiving and Black Friday last year, I worked on Christmas Eve, and I think I worked on live. I'm not gonna die if I work on my birthday. Plus, I think I might get a. I think if I'm correct, I get a cupcake. So it'll be worth it. Working at a Lego store is fun, but far from relaxing. Those screaming kids are crazy. Actually dies like a boss. Yeah, like, I assume so. Like, I've talked to Jay about it, because almost everyone knows that Jay works at a Lego store. Also, this is the last battle pack I'm going to be building, or putting together the figures, and then I'm probably going to call the stream out. Yeah, Jay's told me stories about, like, how kids, like, can scream and cry about not getting a set, or just like get overly excited, which is fine. Like, they're kids; it's not that big a deal. So I definitely can tell, like, it probably would get annoying at some point, but it's whatever. Like, I've had kids and adults like whine and complain to me, or at least just in my aisle complaining. So I just kind of tone them out. So just because I don't want to summer break. I only work during big boy events. Big boy events. Where do you work, if you don't mind me asking? Yeah, I think I can't remember. I think that was your question for the you put that question in, like, the Q&A series. Honestly, I don't mind. What is up, Brickwood? See, as I had. Oh yeah, I gotta make Matt mod. So, add moderator. Basically, I thought I had like 19 battle packs, and turns out I had 26. So, it was a surprise to be sure, but a welcomed one. But yeah, JB. Basically, I think I saw a comment about that. I think that was you. I don't mind saying I work at Walmart. I've said this a couple times. Yeah, I work at Walmart, which is like 6 minutes away from my house. Just because of the fact that it pays me well, and I have no problem working there. I have a fun time. I've got, like, some really nice friends there. And my job is pretty simple. I work as, like, I'm basically a, I don't know if you guys know the meaning Cab 2, but basically what I do is I unload trucks, I downstack stuff, and then, like, I stock up shelves. Like, for instance, I work in the juice aisle, which kind of sucks, but that's whatever. And basically what I do is I just, like, I basically stock shelves and unload trucks, so. I don't mind saying that, though. It's not really that personal. Like, it's kind of whatever. If you have money to spare, get Firestar Toys Clone Arms. They're so they're epic. I work at Target. I got you. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen Firestar. If I'm correct, that's the one. That's the company that sponsored Jay's Svardos Smock. That Stormtrooper. And SWAT arms. I'll look into it, but, like, I gotta realize if I do that, I'd have to get Aiden to do it as well, because this is a collaboration, and on top of that, we have to spend the extra money to get the clone arms, and for those of you who don't know, there's gonna be a lot of clone troopers used in Camino, so that's gonna be a lot of, like, right here, just right here. This is was it 4, 8, 12? This is 12 clones right here. That's 12 clones times 2, so that's 24 arms that I need to get for these guys right here. And then on top of that, I've got the 30 clones that are actually already built, and I've also got what's left of my battle pack collection to put on. It's just a lot of money that I feel like could go for something else, but if I have the extra money to spare, I'll think about it. Parents getting angry because we don't have stuff in stock anymore is great. Oh yeah, that happened to me at Walmart. Basically, we stopped selling this kind of tea, and every single time, like, so nothing about it. What is up, Lego Maker 471? We also have people walking thinking we have pieces that are older than 7 confused boys. What? I have people walking in thinking we have pieces. that are older than 7 years? Or how are you making the Kaminoans? Okay, so Aiden and I are trying to figure that out because of the fact that, like, they were... See, the thing is, they were seen in the Battle of Kamino, but not for too long. So if we go in the circumstance that we don't use them, it's like we're not going to... I don't think we're going to get yelled at or... like they were showing on the, like, kind of computer room or something like that. So in the circumstance we don't use them, I think we'll be fine, and I don't think we're going to get yelled at by anyone. But in the circumstance that we do, like... I have no idea. We'd probably have to go through a custom source, and like we're already trying to work on getting a sponsorship from someone, which I can't really say yet just because it's not finalized. I don't know, maybe we can get the person to get those Kaminoans printed, but just depends. Like I said, I don't think the Kaminoans are of like big issue. I got 4 Phase 1 clones. Oh, you flexing on Phase 1? Well, guess what? I've got 1 Phase 2 clone. I've got 1 of the new Phase 2 clones. So, beat that. You are a confused boy now. Now get it. 7 times older than anyone. Just old pieces. For the minifigures worth. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know why people would assume that. It's like they're way older pieces. Like most of the time, like Pebbles or Legoland just sell like some of the recent parts are just. I don't know why. You could just use the version of them from the Complete Saga. That would I honestly probably could convince him to do that. Like, I'm not even kidding. I could probably convince Aiden to do that just because of the idea of adding a cameo for Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga. It just depends. Captain Lego Star Wars FN2187, submit your blaster for inspection. I don't have my blaster on me. I'm sorry, Phasma. They're smart people. No cap, I won't. Oh, I've got a lightsaber. We got a lightsaber over there. That glows. Yeah, I think that's it. Just wondering, do you have my sig fig yet? No, not yet. I just got to buy the head. That's it. I have been looking into that. I'm probably just going to buy the actual figure. I'm just going to... honestly, it's something I can pick up, like, anytime, honestly, just because of the fact that it's just a figure, and there won't be figures added to the MOC for a while, so... Forever Lego Studios, who gave you permission to remove that helmet? Because I wanted to use my fancy hat. That's why. I gotta wear my nice hat instead of my helmet, so that's why. That's a good fig, yep. Again, I'll probably pick it up in the next couple weeks just because of the fact that that's not something in dire situation, but also I have a feeling what I'll probably do is kind of like what Jay and Matt are doing is like for the actual moderators, I'll probably have your sig fig in general just because you're mods. They kind of have a special thing. Very fancy hat, almost as fancy as the music. Yep, you gotta like that fancy music that I used. I don't know, it was just way too fancy. You better make my sig fig before I pull up with the order. Oh, I don't know. I've got these clones like ready to protect and protect their homeworld, Kamino. So I don't know. If you want to fight the clone army with your first order, boys, I can make exceptions. These threats are insane. Yep. You gotta love. Honestly, this is like one of the reasons why I wanted to get into streaming. Just seeing like having these fun little conversations. The fancy music is just too. Yep. Just too good, man. Even Justin or just too good. Gotta enjoy it. Like T-shirt from Star Wars Theory, Star Wars, and Stranger Things. It's so cool. Oh, that's dope. I'll definitely check it out, man. Also, how does one get their sig fig in the MOC? So I'm gonna try to figure that out. I don't know if I'm like actually eligible to do my donations or anything like that. I may just have it like if you watch the series for a while or some way. I haven't figured something out. Like at the moment, it's probably if like you've watched the series or tune into the streams, you could probably get one out. But you kind of have to message me about it, like say what your face is, because of the fact that I don't want to put your sig fig in the MOC and just have like a random face that's not like to your actual figure. Did you ever hear Tragedy of A.T. Haller the Wise? Yes, I have. It's a dark story that the Jedi would never tell. Yo, gang. Hey, it's Fives. What is up, my guy? Captain Lego Star Wars. How can I be a mod? Just show up to the stream. Show that you're enjoying, as well as be kind in the chat. Not like, basically, don't overuse the power of the the moderation force. Set up a Patreon for donations or GoFundMe. Gosh dang it, Marfan. Have you ever heard of the tragedy of Darth Mattius the Wise? It's not a story that Jays would tell you. No, it's not a story he would say. Maybe Matt would tell the story, but I don't think Jay would. It's too personal to his heart. Like, as you guys know, I'm new to streaming. I haven't been doing this for a long time. I'm still kind of noobish, I guess you could call it. So I still have like a few things I need to figure out. Stay in a stream until midnight. Marfan, do you know how late? That's like 9 hours from now, or I guess 8 hours and 20 minutes from now. Maybe if I'm building an AT hauler, I'll do it 20. I'll do a stream till midnight. I'm enjoying the stream so far. I nearly got my sig fig in Jay's mock. Yeah. Well, honestly, like if your body's like Captain Phasma with a different head, you could probably just like convince him or something like that. The powers of Galactic Republic. Yeah, just got the power of the Galactic Republic right there, and it's building like it's just a continuing on force. I know if I'm correct, I got my sig fig in the mock because of the fact that I lent like all of my first order stormtroopers to him. I'm not even kidding. Like, I think the only figures I have left is like the ATM-6 pilot and General Hux. Just because of the fact that I know he wasn't going to use the ATM-6 pilot, and I know he already had General Hux, so I wasn't. He said he didn't really need him, so I was like, okay. But I literally gave him all my first order troopers, or lent them to him. So, if I'm correct, I guess he's like making a platoon of mine, so that's gonna be pretty cool. I mean, Cap will get mod when he stays until midnight. Yep, 1 hour and 18 minutes where Marfan and I are. Midnight is 3 hours away from me. I can't stay until midnight. Curse of my dad. Dude, this was just supposed to be a small stream to build like a few battle packs. I'm wanting to do this like once in a while just because of the fact that it's kind of a small stream. Originally, Aiden and I were going to do a stream today. Or I basically messaged him that I was going to do a stream, and he said if it's a Camino stream, kind of, hey, can you just wait a couple days to do it? But honestly, I think next I'm probably just going to build like 5 or 6 battle packs and kind of just have a fun time on that. Don't abuse your Marfan, mod power 100. I don't know. Your surname. You almost got it right. Marfan, you almost got it right, except one letter. I only have one Y in my I only have one Y in my name, and that's at the end. It's B-A-I, not B-A-Y. What did you just say, Captain Hux? I'm disappointed. Next time you give me first order. I'm sorry, I did not mean Captain Hux. You are in this army, but we do not grant you the rank of general. When the confused army shows up, it never is a small boy stream, always big boy. Yep. Yep, it's got... oh, hey. Yep, if you gotta show... Alright. These big boy streams are building up. So. Yep, that's correct. There you go. That's 12 Clone Troopers, 6 Barasofis, and 6 Ki-Adi-Mondays. I still have no idea what I'm going to do with these Ki-Adi-Mondays and Barasofis. I've still got like I'm not even kidding, I've got a couple of them kind of just sitting there doing nothing. My idea is kind of keep like 2 pairs of them just to have in circumstances, but the rest I have no idea what to do. Like, I know Matt's been saying I should sell them, but I don't want to make a full-on Bricklink store just to sell those minifigures, and I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out. So, yes, this is Dustin's hat from Stranger Things. I got this while I was in Indiana. I also got his shirt from Season 3, the one that says Camp Nowhere. This was actually really cool. While I was in Indiana, we went to like a bunch of different geeky stores, and one store had the hat, and I was like, should I get it or should I not? And you know, the pick got a pickaxe swinging side to side. Can I get some? Can I get some for free? First Order versus Galactic Empire. I'm gonna say the Galactic Empire just because they've got like, I think they're more unison. I think the First Order is great and all that, but I think the Empire knows what they're doing. I kept my duplicates in case any of one I use in mock breaks. Fair enough, but I've just got a ton of them. I don't know why I would use them for that. Yo Hunter, I'll buy all the Jedi for 50 cents each. With one of the Barrises, I'd make a custom Inquisitor. Fair enough. Dustin is best character, no question. Yeah, I agree. Dustin and Chief Hopper are my favorite characters from that show. I'm doing the same thing as you, Hunter. I'm making a huge Geonosis, and I also need Phase 1 clones. Yeah, like, okay, so honestly, I probably won't buy any more battle packs. Like, if I buy any more clones, I'm just going to go on Bricklink and buy them, just because of the fact that I actually bought all the clone battle packs at my Walmart, and they haven't restocked, so I don't think they're restocking anytime soon. So, if I buy any more, I'll probably just buy the clones, because I've just got too many of the Jedi. What you saying, Reba? Is that Lexi? What about 11 Cat? What about Hop is my favorite. Steve is the best mom ever. Yeah, I agree. Steve is the best mom ever. No, honestly, I actually really do like Steve. Like in the first season, I was like kind of iffy on the character, but like season 2 and season 3, I love Steve and Dustin's relationship. I think it's hilarious, as well as on and off camera. And Hopper is definitely, again, Dustin and Hopper are my favorite characters. If you get one BP battle pack, you can't escape them. Honestly, though, like, just think of Matt. Like, Matt bought, like, a ton recently. He just can't get off that battle pack grind. And once you're part of it, you can never escape it. No spoilers for it, please. It was not a spoiler. It was just saying that, like, Steve and Dustin's relationship is really fun to see. I finished watching season 2 of it today and yesterday season 1. Yeah, when season 3 came out, I kind of rewatched the series and yes. Yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, you better get on that grind. Okay, well, I think that's gonna be it though. I think I'm gonna end the stream here. If you enjoyed, definitely hit that like button, as well as if you're all new to this channel, definitely subscribe. We got some awesome content coming down, as well as this week's episode of Camino. I got a lot of progress done, as well as I'm getting a few more stuff done this week before I actually film the video. We also have the Q&A series coming up, so definitely look into that. And I think that's going to be it. Hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next stream. Bye-bye.